Welcome to Jay and Laura TV. We are Jay and Laura LaFoon here to answer your questions on marriage and relationships. And this one is very interesting.
It is, and I'm going to preface this by saying I have talked to more and more women in the last 3 months that this is a real issue. And so this is why I wanted to make sure we tried and answered this question. Jay and Laura, our greatest challenge is that I, the wife, have the higher sex drive in our marriage. We've been to your date nights and hear you talk about how the man is always the initiator and the man is the one that has the greater sex drive. Am I a freak or what? The answer,
No.
Easy answer is no.
No, you're not a freak. But science tells us this, that almost everything in life is on a bell curve, okay? And you can segment that bell curve. And in regards to sexuality and sex drive, about 20% of marriages, the woman has the larger sex drive than the man. So in 1 out of 5 marriages, that's going to be the case. And in 4 out of 5 marriages, the man's going to have the higher sex drive. And so whatever we talk about these issues, and we talk about them here as a man, what you need to do because you have the higher sex drive, you as the woman, you just kind of need to reverse that.
Right, and that's what I always, in the conversations that I've had over the last several months with women at date nights and conferences, that this is their reality, is whatever we have to speak in general terms. So that's why, generally speaking, we say the man has the higher sex drive. Generally speaking, the man is the initiator. And here
Generally speaking, the man's a pig.
Here's what you need to do in your relationship, because he's a man and you just have to see it differently. You have to kind of flip-flop and go, okay, so this is me, so I need to do this for my husband, and my husband needs to do it this way as normally a woman would. And I know it's hard, and I know for several of you that I've talked to, I said, okay, this has to be something that we either write in the next book or an ebook or whatever, because more and more women are dealing with this. And sometimes I wonder if it's because of our culture. I don't know why or we're just more free to talk about it now.
Well, it's interesting because one of our good friends, they are in this situation, and they said, use us as an illustration, because she told Laura, our good friend told Laura, she could be laying provocatively naked on the bed, and she's not an unattractive woman, and she said, my husband will walk by and throw a blanket on me and say, you must be cold, because it's just not what he's thinking about. Whereas the rest,
Jay's brain just can't even contemplate that would happen.
Because it wouldn't. But the bottom line is this: you've got to communicate. You've got to let your husband know how you feel and that this is a great need for you. And Laura and I had that conversation in reverse early in our relationship, where Laura, no, sex is a big deal for me, and as a result, I need it to be a big deal for you.
Well, and the flip side of that is the same as well. If you're a man and you're listening to this and you're saying, you know what, this is us. I don't have the greater sex drive, my wife does. It would really be beneficial if you could acknowledge that to her, because she is feeling like a freak and something must be wrong with her because this isn't the way every other woman that she talks to is. So acknowledging that to your wife and letting her know that, you know what, you do love her, you do find her attractive. This is just the way you're wired. Will go many miles in helping that situation in your relationship.
Well, we're Jay and Laura LaFoon here with Jay and Laura TV, answering your questions on marriage and relationships.